welcome back to Five Lakes Garage, and today we're working on our beautiful 1976 AquaSport. Alright, so I did have a little small issue the other day. I was coming back from the lake, it was dark, and I had a problem. All my running lights just went off. I get out, flickered the wire, came back on again. So we need to actually do the one thing that I have not done yet on this boat. We've touched the engine, we've touched the hull, we've touched the trolling motor, we touched the wiring, the gauges. We didn't mess with the lights. It was actually working at the time, now it's not. So now, I got a box of goodies. And we're gonna take this box and we're gonna transform the lighting on this boat. We're gonna upgrade it to LEDs. All right, let's see what's all in the box. Well, hey, I got LEDs. I got yellow ones. Those are gonna be for your running lights. In the back, they need to be red, so I got a bunch of red ones. This thing's gonna light up like a Christmas tree. It's gonna look like the 80s and the semi trucks. Lines up everywhere. Also got new tail lights. These are also LEDs. I'm gonna get rid of the other ones because hey, they're kind of full of water. Also, and a wiring harness. Now this is only going to be a 4-pin connector. We do not need a 7-pin connector because it doesn't need it at all. Does not have any brakes, and even if it did, it will have a surge brake in the front and not an electric brake. Because you put electric brakes into the water, they're gonna probably short out and have a problem. Now I'm sure they make some waterproof ones, but hey, we don't have it because we don't need it because it's only a 17-footer. It is the monster 17-footer. But anyway, so that's pretty much all you really need. You don't need much. All you need to do is tear out the old, put in the new, and make it right. And also waterproof your connections. All right, first before we actually rip everything out, let's show you exactly why we're doing this. All right, this is the plug to go in the back of the truck. As you can see, it's been spliced in. Follow it up. More heat shrink, more connectors, and that's, what's that, 8 inches? I'm not sure why. Then we also have some other butt connectors that are not heat shrunk. And you kind of come back, oh look, another one. And you're going from white to a brown. Okay, I guess I just didn't have any wire. Then also you have a break in the line right here, and that is our running lights. Now this is, I believe, was our problem with it going on and off. So, and then also the ground broke off. That happens. Anyway, so we're actually going to bring this up to the 2024, and yeah, this should be quick and easy, baby. It's only a 4-pin connector. Anybody can do it, including you. And I need you to go out and make sure your lights work, because I am tired of going down the road and having trailers with no lights. It's not only against the law, it's annoying. So get it right. Hey, thanks for watching the show. Hey, if you need some outdoor speakers, indoor speakers, whichever, go ahead over to Handui and go ahead and get you 10% off. But if you need some LED lights for your trucks, your tractors, whatever, go over to Exito and get you 15% off. All the promo codes are down and below. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Enjoy the show. I gotta clean up. All right, so we cleared this out. Beautiful. Clean this one out. Beautiful. This one, not so much. It won't move at all. All right, what we're going to use is actually welding wire. Now this one right here is a spool that unfortunately got fouled. I'll put it that way. Not happy about it, but that's the way it happens. But the only problem is that this stuff is too weak. It's too flimsy. So we're going to make it a lot tighter. So just grab about a foot or so. As soon as you grab your cutters. All right, so what we're gonna do is actually grab about 3 or 4 of this stuff. About the same length, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got about 3 strands. That should be good enough. I'm just gonna put it right here in my vise. All 3 strands. Get it down nice and tight. Don't want it to fall off. And with this vise, she ain't coming off. All right, then I'm gonna grab my drill. Now I see Lucky Costa doing this all the time. So I'm like, all right, if he can do it, I can do it. If you don't know who Lucky Costa is, you look him up on YouTube. Part of Hot Rod Garage, that type of people. Anyway, take a look. So now we're just gonna take the drill. Now the tighter you get it, the tighter it's gonna be. But now, whoops. So now if I pull this off, wow, I need bigger cutters. All right, got the big boys back out. There's one, there's two. Now I have a nice stiff wire. Yeah, use what you got. All right, let's get under there and try to wiggle this guy out. See what kind of crap comes out. All right, still a lot of crud in there. Didn't get it all out. So I'm gonna take the same wire that I've already made, and I'm gonna make a slight bend in it. Then I'm gonna grab my drill. There we go. We're gonna stick it in and see what we get. Whew, that was nasty. Where's my ire? Alright, I'm gonna let you see it. I'm gonna close my eyes. There we go. Now we should be good shape. Alright, slight issue. Alright, so I just looked around. On my last project, I used up all my grommets, which is not good. That means I gotta go get some new stuff. I gotta get this thing done. So you never know, in another year or two I might be right back in here rewiring. But we're gonna do what we can. So I'm gonna grab some electrical tape here and just pull this back just a little bit, and then electrical tape where all the joints are. So then at least it has to get through the electrical tape, then go to the installation, and then get to the wire. I gotta go get more grommets. I'll order some. It'll just be a few days before he gets here. So, anyway, if you take a look, I do have some, alright, so you got the electrical tape, then you have this, but it goes through the metal piece, and the other one didn't have it. Didn't really chafe very much, but I like it this way better. Alright, before we actually take the wire all the way back to the back, we need to start putting in some lights. So what we're going to do is actually just take these and see how many we have. Well, between the last project and this project, I have 9. Guess how many's on the boat? 10. So we're going to eliminate one. I got plenty of the red ones, but you don't want to put red ones on the side or in the front, because then it's not running lights, it's more of a tail light. So anyway, I'm going to start beating these guys off, so get them out of the way, get rid of the wiring. And oh yeah, by the way, these are the type of things, the reason why I'm actually doing a lot of this. There it is. Alright, so one big problem that I do have is I cannot stand these type of connectors. They are used all the time. They do work most of the time, but I just don't like them. And so we're just going to go ahead and eliminate all that stuff and actually put some real heat shrink connectors on there. So join me as I go through, but my next customer just came by to pick up the trailer. Be right back. All right, got all the lights off, got all the wires ran. Now this particular trailer, you have to make a turn. So just know your color code. So the left side, so if I'm looking down here over on my left side, the driver's side here in the US, that would actually be the yellow and brown wire. The brown wire is going to be your common, or not a common, but your running lights, trailer, whatever lights. And then the yellow is going to be your brake and also your turn signal. And then the green side will go to the right side, or the passenger side here in the US. So that will go all the way to the back as well. And then as we go along, we're actually going to be splicing them in to actually put some of the running lights in there. That's only going to be the brown wire. Now we're going to use some of these connectors. Got like 100 of them. Anyway, these guys here are heat shrunk, and they're supposed to be watertight, and they will glue these things together. Oh, hey, that thing's open. Now I got to clean up. Dang it. That's what I get for trying to explain something. All right, I got cleanup to do. Be right back. All right, we're back on the back of the boat now, or the back of the trailer, and this is what we find. That, not the greatest sign. It is eating away. I have big chunks of trailer kind of rusted in there. There's still plenty of metal there, and it's not structural, so it should be okay. The only thing that I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put a couple holes in the bottom to drain the water out. Yes, it will fill up a little bit later, but at least it will drain out. Before I actually do that, I might tape this off a little bit because I do like the blue paint. I don't have any more. Get rid of these wires, get rid of the water, dry it all up, and actually put some rust converter in there to try to save some of it. All right, guess what? Once again, another day because I got too much stuff going on. Excuse the mess because I got more projects going on. We're getting ready to go camping this weekend in the rain. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, I went ahead and wired up one side of it. Got all the lights working. I want to show you what it is, and then I'll show you how we did the other side. This is just the way I do it. You can do it a different way. It's just the way I do it. It's the way I like it. Anyway, I just have a quick connector up here connected to my battery on my winch. If you liked how that thing turned out, check out one of the other videos. It's down, I believe it's in the trailer section. I hooked that to the front of the trailer with a with one of these. And actually the battery runs that little 3,500 pound winch off an ATV. Right, nice. Anyway, check it out. So, you got a light, and a light, and a light. Now, the one that's actually supposed to go right there, once I get some new ones, I can just splice it off of this wire and go to that one. Now, all of those yellow ones are off of the brown wire. White is ground, and brown is running lights, tail lights. Now, back here, if you remember earlier in the video, this was a yellow one. Now, it is red. We also have our new tail light put in, and these are on running lights. Now I'm going to go walk up to the front and actually turn on the blinker just so you can see how that works. Alright, yay! Alright, one side works. The other side, yeah, I still got bare wire, but I'm going to show you how I did it on that side. But I'll go ahead and show you a quick preview of what's on this side. As soon as I get my light. Where's my light? Alrighty, here we are underneath. So this is one of the lights that came out. I had to put an extra splice in there because apparently that did not crimp right. So I got a little extra space. It sucks, but it's only on ground. So I did run a ground and a running light to all of them down, all the way down the end. So it has one common, so I have one place all the way back in the back that I actually grounded it off of. So I have it going through there. I would love to have a grommet, but I think I might just throw some silicone in there to keep it from moving, only because this steel is really thick, and this trailer has to be handmade. It is absolutely ridiculous how much beef is on this thing. So anyway, we got more coming out, got more connectors. As you can see that they have been heat shrunk, and it's a type of glue inside. You're not getting that apart. And then I just splice them in here and it goes up to the front. Alright, now we're back here in the back. So we have one wire coming up here for the red light that's on the back side. Now everything else goes through here. I did drill this out and actually put a grommet there. That one, now this is my new common ground. This wire here is connected to all my running lights and my tail light. And make sure you have a nice clean steel to actually put this on there. Now since this is up there, hit it with some spray paint so it will not rust. Alright, so that's basically how we got the one side done. We're getting ready to do the other side and show you a little bit more step by step on exactly how we did it. Get it done, and that you can actually possibly do it to your trailer. Got to make it safe, got to make the lights run so that we can actually stay in our side of the law, Anyway, take a look at all the inside. Now, this is the encasing. It looks like they took a blowtorch and blew that around. That's why I'm thinking this trailer is handmade. But hey, this was back in the 70s. This is what they did. Anyway, put some rust converter in there, and then I put some primer and then some regular paint. I'm hoping that will actually stop some of the rust and not actually make huge holes. Now, I still have plenty of steel left in that thing, so it's going to be a while. So, like I said, I did a rust reformer, and then some primer, which is over there, but then I hit it with some regular automotive paint, so hopefully it will not rust. So anyway, I'm going to disconnect my battery before I kill it, get all my stuff ready, and then show you exactly what I did on that side. So here we go. We have two connections right here. First thing I'm going to do is clip off these little ends because they have solder on them. The reason why I like the solder is when I pull these off, they get stuck. And that is annoying. Alright, so obviously twist it. Now I know before I've been using white as the ground, and the main reason why I'm using white as the ground is because up there by the truck, that's what they're using. These guys here, aftermarket, I guess different countries have different color code. So black is going to be ground, just like a regular automotive, and that's going to be connected to the white. The yellow is going to be connected to the brown being the trailer lights. So I'm just going to grab some white here. This is going to be really hard. So white's going to be ground, so that's going to be black. So I'm going to use a pink little connector because that is the smallest one I got. And this wire is small. So, like I said in all the other videos, I use these crimpers here. They are flat, and it doesn't mess up the actual heat shrink as much. Bam. One side. Two sides. All right. As you can see, my crimp is on the same side. Now, are we finished? No, we are not finished. Let me get some heat so we can get that thing shrunk. All right. Got myself a little torch here. There you go. It doesn't need to be too bad. All right. All right, there you go. As you can tell, it is melted directly onto the sheeting. You're not getting this guy off. If you pull it too hard, you're going to break it before it gets pulled out of this connector. So let's tuck that guy in there. Now we're going to need a brown wire. So let's get that guy. And guess what? We get to do the same thing over again. No reason not to use a tie wrap. There you go. Leave enough slack to tuck it in underneath so it doesn't get messed up. Don't forget to cut your tie wrap. Cut your tail. Alright, so I need to do the front, and then I'll come back, and hopefully by then everything else will be cooled off so I can actually run the wire on the main trunk. When that happens, I'm going to bring you with me, but right now, you already seen it once. You don't need to see it again. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, sorry about that. I didn't really record a lot of it. I just blitzed right through it. I got to get this thing out of here because once again, I'm out of time. It's a normal thing for me. But anyway, hopefully some of the things that I showed you today will actually help you actually get yours done. This was a little bit more than, I mean, most of the time, every LED light, like every one of these lights, you can just ground them directly to the thing. You didn't have to run a separate ground wire. I only did that because one, I have the wire, and two, I just have the one ground in the back. Don't forget to paint all the stuff that you kind of ground off, and make sure there aren't any sharp edges. Don't want to get the insulation kind of chafed off. Also, the wire that you want to use it's got to be like outdoor rated. Don't just grab like speaker wire or whatever and try to use that because it's not going to last. We want to be able to keep this thing going for years to come. Now, so the connectors that you use, try to make those at least somewhat waterproof. It doesn't matter that much. The connectors that these guys here, this is what most people use, and they're totally fine. You can use those. I'm not a big happy fan for them, but they do work. So you could use that. All I did was splice stuff together, and all right, I'll show you. Hold on. As you can see, I used the blue connectors, which is the larger one, because I had two wires coming in, 2 wires coming out. I needed the bigger wire. I'm using the green one to actually hold everything in, and then maybe I might drill a hole or something to actually tap that in there. There's your second ground. I got 2 grounds, one on this side, one on that side. All this stuff going here, I still got to get the paint. But green is for the right side, yellow is for the left side. This creeper sucks. Anyway, as you go along, you just tap into these guys here. This is where those little clip connector things would have been. You can just run one trunk line and just clip them on wherever you need them. Didn't want to do that, so I did those. Those are waterproof. And then it comes all the way up here to the front to catch that last light up here. And then it goes across. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Like I said, hopefully you guys actually learned a little something. Maybe if you know of a different tip that I didn't put up there, put it down in the comments. Let us know. I need to learn just like you guys do. So anyway, it's time to get this guy cleaned up and get it out of the shop. I got to get it back around the corner so we can actually get other vehicles in here. I got an engine. We got turnings to do. We got a lot more to do. Anyway, take it easy, have fun, check out all the other stuff. If you want to get some discounts, take a look at the stuff down below. I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys, like I said, take it easy, have fun, enjoy yourself, get out there and fix it, and try to be legal. Preach. Later.